Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Looking for a place to have a private party? Par 4 and More, a country club for all, is your place. Reserve a private room with a private server, get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf, get an armband for the arcade, and whatever else you need for your private party. Students can bring their student ID for 10% off any food. It's all at Par 4 and More, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan Rogersville, where the Wildcats lead the Zizzer 28-20. Kick is set to go. It's up in the air. Caught by Judd about the 30. Goes all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good job by Judd, just scratching up some yards there.
Yeah, once again, puts West Plains in good field position to start this drive. It's real important here. I want to say it again, that we score. We got to keep up with Rogersville.
Right, 48 total points in the game by both teams, of course. Trips formation for the Zizzers. Miller stands at his 35, wants to put the ball up in the air and throws it very quickly up there to Moore. Moore gets about 4 yards on there. And the one thing with Miller, I like him because he just doesn't take much time. He knows who his 2 receivers are, makes the read, puts the ball out there.
Yeah, one thing I noticed on that play, too, you're talking about plays leading to another play. We had a wide receiver that scored it out wide open when the cornerback did on that receiver. So you got to know that our coaches are seeing that.
The thing we said about Kochak, brilliant player in both high school, college, even got drafted in the pros, and brilliant mind on offense. One play sets up another. Taylor gets right beside Miller. Miller wants to put the ball up there. Good catch by Hale. Hale gets all the way down from the 50 to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Zizzers.
Yeah, good recovery by Hale that time. The ball was actually thrown behind him a little bit. Hale had to make a very awkward turn, was able to do it and make an athletic catch. And the West Plains receivers are running their routes very well because what they're trying to do is they look for a man in the flat, then they look for the man on that hook and curl, and then somebody deep. Miller turns around and makes the choice on which one to throw. Maupin comes out of the game. Hale comes back in. Moore's the split receiver off to the wide side of the field. Miller by himself, quad formations to the right. Now here comes Taylor right beside him. They're going to hand off to Taylor right up the middle. Taylor gets hit about the 49-yard line, crashes out another 2 yards, gets maybe 1 yard on the play, 2nd and 9 for the Zizzers. Really good play by number 44, the linebacker for Logan Rogersville. He came up and made a nice athletic play. That hole looked like it was initially there, but he ran into some resistance pretty quick.
Yeah, West Plains needs to establish themselves winning the football a little bit here just to take time off the board. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. West Plains trails 20-28. However, they got the ball on Logan Rogersville's side of the field. Trips formation off to the right, 2 to the left. Miller wants to split up, throws a quick hit to Taylor. Taylor at the 45, 40, 35, 30. Gets about 2 people to miss tackle, goes all the way down to the 22-yard line. What an excellent run by Taylor that time. Looked like a Chris McCaffrey, I think.
Exactly right. He got out there in the flat and was able to get downhill. We really got down below his pads, and he's a hard man to tackle when he's open field like that.
Get that speed built up, and Taylor is a very strong kid as well. Ran over about 2 different people. Here comes Maupin back in the game. He split way out to the wide side of the field. Miller waits for the snap. It's a quick handoff, and Logan Rogersville reads that right away because unfortunately the ground stood back up. Good job by the Zizzer running back, number 4, to get in there and get about 2 yards on the play.
So we were very lucky to get positive yardage out of that play, and now we got it.
No, Fed caught it. I think they're going to call there's an interference read. But once again, Moore, for the second time tonight, catches it with about 3 people on top of it. If they call offensive interference, I'll be really surprised.
That's exactly what you're going to call Travis. They must have saw a little push-off that I didn't see, but unfortunately, that's going to bring that ball back, and we'll try it again.
Miller, what he did was he put the ball high in the air, arcing pass, because he knew Moore's the big kid can go up for it. However, in this case, they said Moore interfered with the defender. You can actually have offensive interference as well. So now, instead of the ball being spotted for a touchdown, we go all the way back to the 32-yard line, second down and about 22. Ball at the 32-yard line. Scissors need to get some yards here and get in field goal position or score 6 points. 2 minutes left to go. Miller wants to throw. He rolls out to his left. He's got some pressure, needs to get away. Oh, my goodness. Big pressure. Oh, tipped up in the air. And so good job by Dew trying to come back and catch that. But Miller, my goodness gracious, I'm surprised he got that ball away.
I'm very surprised he had a guy all over him, was able to get a weird arm angle and get that ball out there. Luckily, it was not intercepted, but he almost came up with a big tip drill play.
Now the ball is started at the Logan Rogersville 32-yard line, 3rd and 20 for the Scissors. Big thing here, just get some good yardage. You've got Cobb, the kicker, who can kick those long field goals. However, and get the touchdown, that's even better. Miller comes over to Coach Ackman. They're trying to talk about what to do, and so they're going to call a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Logan Rogersville, where the Wildcats lead the Scissors 28-20 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. However, West Plains has the ball in Wildcat territory. Ball is marked at the 32-yard line. They need to get all the way down to the 12 to get a first down. Miller has 3 wide receivers off to the left. Moffitt is the widest. Now they send Taylor back there. Miller wants to throw. Big pressure. Runs out of pressure. Puts the ball up in the air, and he's got a good throw. Taylor is the intended receiver. However, Reed, unfortunately, intercepted in the end zone. Good coverage. That wasn't a bad throw by Miller.
No, it was very good coverage. It was Gage Hale that came up with that interception. He was their star on offense as well. So he had good catch
right up the middle. But this time, he has nowhere to go as the Scissor defensive line hits him about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A great tackle by Peyton Allen here, but this is also another important defensive stand here. What Rogersville is going to try to do is get it down the field and score with no time on the clock, because they do get the ball first coming out of halftime.
You've got 2 free safeties. They're only playing about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. That's so important here. Don't let anybody get behind you at this stage of the ball game. They're going to hand off to Roche right away. And Roche puts the ball on the ground. West Plains is going to get it. Boy, we almost had need a big turnover. Scissors get the turnover, Reed. My goodness gracious. Couldn't happen at a better time.
Yeah, really, that worked out really good for us. After the interception, we're going to end up with the ball in better field position than what we had it before. Sometimes the football gods bless you, and sometimes they don't. And that time, it fell down on the side of West Plains Scissors.
And that was the absolute second time that Peyton Allen got there in the backfield, just smashed Roach. Roach put the ball on the turf. West Plains recovers. They've got the ball at the 11-yard line. Now it's important. You've got a minute 14. Don't score too soon. Miller waits to snap. He's going to roll out to his left side. He's still looking. Now he's just going to keep it. Tuck it, runs, misses one man. He misses second man. Referee, we're still waiting for it. Everybody from West Plains says he made it, but there looks like they're going to mark him about 3 inches short of the goal line. No, now they're going to say a touchdown. Great run that time by Miller.
Yeah, he showed some moves there. He came out, looked like he was going to get tackled about the 4 or 5 yard line, and was able to kind of do a Patrick Mahomes head bob and get it into the end zone. And, we're obviously not real smart. We said don't score too fast for one first drive. Big defensive drive would give up a big play. Folks, we're here for entertainment.
And Reed, that's an excellent point because that play only took about 13 seconds. And so Logan Rogersville has the ability to score right away, but West Plains is keeping in this ball game. They're 2 points down, leading 26-28. However, successful on their last 2 points, same thing down here. And they're going to have to take a timeout because the play clock almost runs out. So we'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
Brickland 9, this is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4, what can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED two place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on sale 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
The Scissors play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Travis Smith back here with Reed Grigsby and Logan Rogersville as West Plains is doing a great game against Logan Rogersville, trailing by 2, 26-28, lined up for conversion here from the 3 yard line. Miller away to snap. Now we're going to have
For West Plains that we took advantage of. So now we just got to hold fast, hold strong for the next 57 seconds, see if we can get into halftime to get some rest.
Very important they stopped that because on the last drive, Logan Rogersville had gone down the field on every series and scored with the exception the first time. However, that time, as we mentioned, Howland came up 2 big hits in a row, forced the turnover. So now 57 seconds left to go in this first half. And Reed, I'm really glad it's this close. It's very entertaining. We just can't let Logan Rogersville go down there and put points on the board before halftime.
Just like we talked about prior to the game and pregame, Rogersville lives and dies by those explosive plays, and they've certainly shown that here tonight. So we have to make sure that we do not get out those explosive plays. Don't necessarily play prevent defense, but, keep your head on the swivel. Keep the ball close to the line of scrimmage and see if we can get out of here at halftime.
Cobb set the kick from his 40. His last 2 kicks really got his leg into it, kicked in the end zone. So Cobb, once again, way deep, but this one's going to be returned at the 3 yard line. Receiver goes out to the 10, falls down at the 20, where Logan Rogersville will take over 1st and 10. But Reed, you got to like the way this Cobb kid kicks the ball because he gets a lot of depth down there, and that's the first time Logan Rogersville had a chance to return in the last 3 kicks.
Yeah, and really that burned about 6 seconds off the clock by kicking it, short of the end zone, and they burned some time running it back to the 20. No harm, no foul.
Like you said, one of the things that West Plains does not want to do is give up the big play. They're just going to hand off to Roosh off the right side. For whatever reason, he's got huge holes, and he breaks about 5 tackles before getting all the way down to the 40-yard line. And Reed, we'll have to watch that play again, but it's just like right off tackle, and he seemed to be getting 15 to 20 yards every time they run that.
Yeah, their offensive coaches obviously see something around our left end, and that play has been very successful for them. And when Roche gets into open field, he's a hard man to bring down.
37 seconds left to go here in the first half. Logan Rogersville waits to snap. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He's going to throw way deep down the field again to Hale. Hale catches it at the 15. 10-5 touchdown. And Reed, in the last 2 minutes on the scoreboard this game, there have been 5 touchdowns scored. That's amazing.
We literally may get down to whoever has the ball last here, the way these guys are fighting back and forth. But just talking about the explosive plays, my goodness, is that Gage Hale fast. And he was open, beautiful throw. I know there's not a whole lot of defending you can do against that, and so we'll see if we can recover.
Logan Rogersville gets set for the extra point. Hale with the snap. It is up, and it is good. Logan Rogersville leads 35-26 with 30 seconds left to go in the first half. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.
At WindSupplyofWestPlains.com. Wind Supply of West Plains is for pros.
Scissor football action.